we came across this little camper that needed so much help but had so much potential. We hobbled her home and I didn't waste any time, got straight to cleaning her, and this is what the inside looked like on day one, and I immediately started ripping everything out. After removing the carpet, cushions, and curtains, I didn't stop there and removed the countertops as well. Well, actually I removed a lot more, but I promise it's going to be so much better. Once all the demolition was done, it was time to make her at least pretty on the outside. We gave her a nice coat of white paint and a little yellow stripe to add some pizzazz. Then I moved back to the inside, added some board and batten to cover up all of the destruction I made, and I will also add as a cute little feature wall. I bondoed all of the seams and then added bondo to any areas that I damaged during demo. I added a waterproofing membrane to all of the walls in the bathroom, and then I framed out a section for our new 2-burner stove. Now we just need to sand, clean this place, and tape up the windows, and we are ready to prime. Before we could get her looking pretty on the inside, we upgraded to a tankless water heater and got rid of this old water tank. I made the opening for the fridge bigger to accommodate a new one, along with more molding to cover up some of the destruction. After scuff sanding the entire trailer, I finally primed and painted the entire inside. Once the base color was down, I started adding little accent colors, like this blue for the board and batten, and then of course added a little more yellow to the storage area in the back. We upgraded our entire electrical system, adding solar panels, and then I started prepping all of the cabinets and drawers for paint. These all became a nice dusty little pink, added the hardware, and then put everything back together. I wired in my 12-volt lighting, secured those, and then went on to my butcher block and started cutting that down. I got the stove insert put in, and now look at here, nice new countertops. Lastly, I finally got the floors laid, and it made the biggest difference. Then took that beautiful countertop back outside. Started by cutting the hole for my sink and then creating this little storage area for underneath my stovetop where the old oven used to be. I popped that in, got all the drawers put back in, along with hanging all of the doors. Then I moved on to lighting, where I had to drill in holes on all of my normal lights to add these little buttons and had a little chandelier for the dinette. After getting new screens put in, I replaced all of the frames and then started putting real tile on my backsplash. I glued them down and then used silicone caulking for the grout. We went from this to this. I then turned my focus to the dinette and made an epoxy table, reattached the hardware. I spray painted this bronze, and now we are looking nice and glossy up in here. Then I added my awesome hardware that's brass and leather pulls, and finally cut out a little area for my battery monitor to be mounted. My little boy helped me cut the faucet hole. We added this brushed gold faucet in, and it is such a showstopper. Now that the kitchen is complete, we are heading to the bathroom. We finally added a black tank and then got her shoes shined up with new tires and shiny baby moon hubcaps. Then I finally tackled the bathroom, gave it a good cleaning, and then added this beautiful penny tile vinyl sticker sheet. I added PVC molding and silicone caulk to secure all the seams down, painted the shower tub with appliance epoxy, added floor trim and this flexible shower curtain, and we were done. We decided to add this portable AC in the area that used to house the furnace, which no longer worked, and then finally we brought in our new fridge. I cleaned up the old furnace vent and reattached it, and then built out a frame to surround the fridge to make it look built in. I painted that the same as the walls, including all of the touch-up painting that needed to be done. I then turned my focus back to the outside, spray painted the old awning, and then covered it with fence boards that I ripped down from cedar planks. Reattached that, and then I moved on to the back storage area where I put cedar planks down and then decided to be crazy and build a little faux flower box to give it such a cute, unique little look. I sat with it for a few days, but decided it needed to be a little richer in color, so I added a semi-transparent stain to both. Now that the exterior is pretty much complete, I went back inside and realized I never painted this little white bunk area. So I got that done, finally brought in the amazing cushions, and then took her down to a weigh station to make sure we were still under our GVWR. Lastly, I took it by the original owner to get his approval, and he absolutely loved it. So here is the reveal of our tiny little 16-foot trailer we named Daphne. If you have ever dreamed of restoring a vintage travel trailer, you will find that it is more than a renovation project. Throughout the process of stripping down its worn surfaces, you are bound to think that you are in too deep. But with the help of many tutorials I share, I hope I can be a great resource to give you the confidence to tackle anything that may come your way. I promise an extremely rewarding outcome is at the end of this journey. These renovations will take a little elbow grease and try your resilience. Due to the nature of these trailers and RVs, the chances your project will look exactly like this one are slim. However, that's what makes any adventure worthwhile. I hope to provide a foundation of ideas and techniques. You can and should make it your own. So go ahead, find that project trailer, and join me for the adventure of a lifetime. And if interested, buy my book, DIY Camper and RV Reno. Available for purchase on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, BAM, bookshop.org, and indigo.ca.